We've all heard the popular term self-care. It's something everyone should practice. It helps us manage the stress of that work-family balance. But the term self-care can mean so much more when used by a family caregiver, whether it's a spouse, adult child, or any close family member. In my home care agency, we receive calls from spouses and adult children of seniors who need significant help with their physical, mental, or physical and mental day-to-day life. Being the main person for someone with significant needs can be emotionally and mentally draining. It can also be physically taxing. In some cases, the physical demands of being a family caregiver can cause bodily injury. The idea of self-care and a spousal caregiver or a family caregiver role is a way to be proactive. So if you practice self-care, you have a better chance of preventing caregiver burnout, mental exhaustion, depression, even developing a resentment for your loved one. And it may even prevent physical injury or illness. What does self-care look like in this scenario? What it looks like is letting someone else share the load. You can ask other family members or even friends to help out. I would recommend, if you do that though, create a schedule. Having someone give you a break is not self-care if you don't get relief regularly. You don't want to have to keep asking for help. See if a family member can commit to at least once a week, or hopefully even more. Because if you have to keep asking for help, you'll probably just eventually stop asking altogether. And then where are you? Another way to find relief is to hire for it. If you hire an agency, they can send you someone who is physically able to perform caregiving tasks. And that person should be trained in your loved one's condition as well. By hiring for help, you have control over how often someone comes in to help. You aren't really relying on someone else's schedule or their empathy. I just spoke to a caregiving spouse today. She hired us several months ago when her husband's Parkinson's disease became more difficult for her to manage. And our conversation today really brought home for me that she really depends on our support now. She has learned to practice self-care, and she and her husband are much better for it. Another way to find support is by having your loved one temporarily stay in an assisted living community. Most assisted living communities do offer this for usually a minimum stay of about 30 days. Those temporary stays are known as respite stays. So if you're one of those incredible family caregivers, please consider giving yourself a break on a regular basis and start practicing the vital art of self-care. You won't regret it. I'm Charmaine of Always Best Care, and we at Always Best Care are always here to help. Hope you found this useful.